On the 10th of December 2020, the world was finally given access to the most hyped release we'd ever seen, Cyberpunk 2077. The atmosphere around this game was insane. I think you might have forgotten just how hyped it actually was. I went to Gamescom 2019 and got a cool jacket, and immediately people were offering over $1,000 for this free bit of merchandise. It's safe to say the entire planet was swept up in breathtaking hysteria. Yes, those were the days. And then the game actually came out. So yes, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that the release build of this game was basically a scam. Whilst it ran on PC, it was filled with bugs. Those playing on console could basically cook an egg on their device, you know, when the game wasn't too busy crashing or creating surrealist graphical art. Ultimately, the situation was so bad that it looked like CD Projekt Red might not recover as their share price took a massive hit. Of course, now they sit back atop a huge pile of power, with a successful anime, DLC release, and now the Cyberpunk is setting brand new post-release player count records. It's safe to say that after nearly 5 years of updates, the game is now beloved by a steadily growing fan base, and maybe it can even sit in the history books as one of the greatest immersive RPGs of all time. So this got me thinking, what if we all just overreacted? What if the original release of the game was just misunderstood? That's why I decided to dive back into the world and see if perhaps we all misjudged the game and that it is in fact a hidden gem. So grab yourself a drink and take a sip every time you spot a bug. I recommend you drink Yorkshire tea, as anything alcoholic could kill you within minutes of this video starting. But first, a disclaimer. Right, welcome to the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the earliest possible copy you can get your hands on. This is Cyberpunk 2077 version 1.03. Basically, the only thing on this patch that existed is that I think it fixed one of the many memory leaks that this game had at launch. So yes, it's going to be quite interesting. Let's throw ourselves into the game. Ah yes, of course, we get to pick our life path. Now, unfortunately, pretty much everyone expected that this life path would be incredibly impactful, whereas in reality it's just a few different dialogue options. For the purposes of today's video, we're gonna go as a street kid. And now we need to design our character, yes! Oh dear, oh, I've completely forgot that this game had, please insert, I don't know, 2 pictures of hedgehogs in the appropriate places, Mr. Editor. Oh, you can change the color? They've got different options for this? You can just disable it? Incredible. There's so many different options. It changes size. I think I've actually done it. I've created the most vanilla human being possible. Of course, within the fine constraints of creating a wish fulfillment RPG character. Okay, so after creating our character, we now need to set our statistics. I'm going to be sending us on the path of intelligence, because I'd love to mess about with quick hacks and cyber decks. It's one of the things that I find most interesting about the Cyberpunk world. You could just play it as you would any other RPG with a sword or a gun, or instead you can use this universe's equivalent of magic, where instead of casting lightning bolt, you're instead frying the actual circuits of someone's central nervous system, leaving them permanently paralyzed. Now, if that isn't a video game war crime, I don't know what is. So let's confirm our character and throw ourselves into the game. Now our plan today is to play until we can't, because the game breaks, but as this is a perfectly balanced game with such a smooth release, I think we should have a nice long video ahead of us. Ah, yes, we load into the game. Here we are. We've evidently just been in some kind of scuffle, so let's quickly knock back a shot. I am actually playing this game on the highest possible graphic settings that were available at the time. We're getting a full 400 FPS on Ultra, and you know what? It looks pretty good. We get these lovely little tutorial pop-ups, but the world is here, and the world is exciting. Pretty much anyone can be talked to, and they will have interesting things to say.
Yes? What's up?
Like this man, who can talk without actually opening up his mouth. And of course, yes, all of the vending machines are real. I can actually click on them and buy things. Isn't that fantastic? I must say, the fashion of this world is truly incredible. Beings absolutely dripped out, as the youths would say. Now I must help out the wonderful Pepe who runs this bar by speaking to Kirk. He's a little bit of an odd gentleman, and he's evidently backed up by this large being.
Hey Kirk, wanna talk?
Now, poor Pepe at the bar is unfortunately in debt to this gentleman, and evidently in order to pay off his debt, I need to steal this lovely vehicle here, a Rayfield, yes. Now, basically, Kirk here has given me a near impossible mission to steal an absurdly fancy car using a bit of homemade technology that's definitely not going to work, and despite the fact that this is a Choices Matter RPG, I can do absolutely nothing about it, other than insult Big Joel.
Got some grease on your shirt there, tough guy.
Repeatedly.
Got some grease on your shirt.
Yep,
there,
I know,
guy.
I can just keep on insulting him. The game will just let me do this.
Got some grease on your shirt there, tough guy.
Right, well, let's go get railroaded. So there we go, we're helping clear someone's debt. All we've got to do is go steal a car. Oh, ow. Did I accidentally just stand on something? What's happened to me? I just stood on something, took a bunch of damage, and then my screen went all funny. What on earth was that? What was that game? Oh my goodness, where do these rubbish bags come from? I just walk this way and then the rubbish bags just appear and start jumping around like lunatics. I wonder if this version of the game is actually just possessed or something. Now, the wonderful Padre here is going to give us a lift to our destination. How very kind of him. Sir, let me just quickly wiggle on round and I'm in. Yeah! So, it's out we go on our first little adventure. We can see our first bit of Night City. Oh my goodness, is the car stuck? It's just repeatedly going forwards and braking over and over again. Okay, no, it is going. Splendid. My goodness, this city truly is incredible. I think this is one of the few places where there are more adverts than the average YouTube video. So, yeah, they've really nailed the vibe.
Gotta go.
And there we go. Padre gives us a lovely little lift. We jump on down behind the nightclub known as Embers. And behind here we go, and we can now go down into the parking garage. Lovely. And, oh, yes, the phone system. Yeah, I can Skype call people. And huzzah, we make our way down into the lovely basement, and we can speak to Rick, who's going to tell us where the car is.
You got 20 minutes.
Where's that fancy boy? Ah, look at you. My goodness. Truly a magnificent vehicle. Right, time to get into it.
Call me when you're underway.
Look at the interior. So fancy. Oh no.
Get the fuck out.
Hi, Jackie. It's nice to meet you.
Taking the car.
What are you doing?
Chingados.
Oh my goodness, oh, it's the police! What the heck? Oh no, we got ambushed by the police. These are magic police. They can go through walls and stuff. I absolutely love this video game. Okay, Cyberpunk, it's so good to have you back. I love that the police cars are absolutely knackered because technically they've taken a collision. So yeah, they're all beat up. Now, I don't understand how basically the idea is that an alarm went off in the car and that summoned the police. And yet the police basically must have been standing just around the corner because they exploded into the room almost as soon as I entered the car and the alarm went off. So yeah, some kind of magical technology going on here.
Motherfucker.
So yes, basically we meet the absolutely wonderful Jackie, who becomes our best friend after accidentally ruining the job of stealing the car that we were meant to do. And you know what? He's an incredible being.
Okay, food it is.
So let's go get some food and have a friendship happy montage. Yay, it's wonderful. Look at my friend. Hey, it's me. I made that character. Incredible. Oh, as you can see, we're doing some kind of magical crime stuff. Working for the crime families, being respected by the mafia, I guess. And we got this car that rendered into detail whilst we were watching the cutscene. And we get to meet our new lovely Ripper Doc, the man who'll be giving us all of our upgrades, whilst going to the club and doing the dances and getting beaten up for, you know, probably dancing too good. Well, there goes a tooth, don't need that. Huzzah, more crime, more violence, somehow still alive. With, oh my goodness, fancy guns and upgrades. Look at all of that. And we've even improved our lot in life and gotten a new apartment where our shoulders didn't render incorrectly. Oh my goodness, this game. It's fantastic.
Chick we're looking for is somewhere in this building.
Anyway, time for the tutorial mission. We're helping rescue a lady who's been kidnapped. So let's get out and rescue this person. Now, of course, Night City is basically America in the future, where corporations basically run everything and the government has collapsed. Life isn't exactly the best, but you do still see glimpses of happiness. Alright, anyway, let's go. We've got a little adventure to do. Oh, but first, side loot. Yes, we can get some handcuffs from a bin and perfume. Oh, yes, I know it's an RPG where, of course, you can wander off into the distance and secure yourself some hidden goodies. So up the elevator we go as we're going to hopefully rescue someone. We can take more junk off of the floor. I mean, like, literally none of this stuff here is useful except for this bin, apparently, that can launch me into the sky. Oh, lottery scratch card. Perfect. And a beer bottle that was clipped into the wall. All right, so through the doorway we go. We're going to hold tab and begin hacking. Let's go. Hacking, of course, requires the use of RAM. Wabam. All right, now we've arrived. We're looking for our target. This does not appear to be the individual. And I'm sure this is definitely going to have to be censored for YouTube because, my goodness, wow. All right, so onwards we go into the next room. Okay, we got our first enemy ahead. However, he is facing the wrong direction, which basically means we can grab him, and now we can choose to either kill him or take him down safely. I mean, come on, this is Cyberpunk. Get in the bin. Wow, he literally disappeared from the universe as we did that. Incredible. All right, now we've got more enemies in the room ahead of us. However, what I can do is use hacking powers. That's right, I can hit him with a short circuit, and then I can make him blind. Perfect. Goodbye. He's blind. He literally can't see. And now Jackie is currently killing him by bending his arms inside of his body and doing something. Something is happening. That was combat. Truly one of the video games, right? There's one enemy dead. Another enemy in the background. He's been finished off. So please peek the corner. Bam, that's a headshot. Jackie is doing something. Go get him, Jackie. You're doing great. Well, first we'll finish off this gentleman. And then there's the scav leader, the big enemy who's pretty dangerous. He's got to die. And there we go, huzzah. We managed to get round him. And then Jackie can go in and finish the job. Perfect stuff. So we grab all of the loot. We can even find ourselves our first bit of armor. Look at this. It's amazing. It's a straw trilby hat that apparently I'm not a high enough level to wear. Apparently you also need to be level 2 to wear clothes, because I'm noticing that my character's chesticles, as I will call them, are currently poking through the clothes I'm wearing. At the same time, my skin also hasn't properly rendered. My goodness, Cyberpunk, you were perfect already. Why did we bother patching you? Anyway, we've arrived. Here's the person we need to save.
I think I got her.
And hopefully that should now be summoning the medical trauma team to save her. Now, the medical trauma team in this universe is not like that of our modern world. Instead of a nice happy ambulance arriving with useful lifesavers, you'll instead get some absolutely crazy gun-wielding lunatics. Right, so there we go. We've rescued this lady. All we have to do is take her outside. Don't mind me. Out onto the terrace we go. And fantastic, our first set of... Oh, I accidentally teleported around. Our trauma team friend should arrive. Very fun indeed. Look at how friendly and ready to protect and serve they are. Well, let's put the patient down. Come on. And there we go. She can now be saved. Entertainingly, this game actually used to have an exploit at launch, which is that you could infinitely farm combat in this area. Basically, if you fire your gun over onto that balcony, you can aggro the one pedestrian, which in turn will get the police spawning onto this balcony, who you can then repeatedly fight over and over and over again. Whenever you're done, you just talk to Jackie. We don't have time for that. We've got a game to play. Oh, what was that? Something just teleported through the screen. That was like a ghost of some kind. Yeah, I have no idea what went on there, but cool. And of course, yes, we're being followed by this van. So yeah, of course, we're gonna need to do some violence. That's right, we've got to draw our gun out. However, I can also do the age-old short circuit. Wabam. And now I can shoot my gun at them. Wabam, lovely stuff. That's one vehicle defeated. Out the way, pedestrian. I accidentally killed her. Whoopsies. Okay, right. Now we've got this gentleman here. Good luck driving now, sir. Yeah, bye-bye. So I get to give Jackie my car as I temporarily clip through the ceiling of my own vehicle. And away it goes. Perfect. Let's go home and get to bed. I've made it back to my lovely little apartment where I can now relax and look at all of this stuff. I've got clothes I can wear. I've got money on the side. A reinforced sporty tank top because, of course, even the most basic of clothes must be backed up by armor technology. I can look at myself in the mirror. Oh my god, it apparently just takes off all my clothes immediately. Okay. Oh, but I could do facial expressions like smile. Am I smiling? Is that smiling? That's kind of smiling. That's so creepy. I can scowl. This is very weird. This makes me so uncomfortable. Am I wearing any clothes still? I am wearing clothes. I just clip through the clothes. I can wear these clothes instead. This works better. Friendly scav combat shirt. And I can finally wear my straw hat. Yeah. now we are looking truly fantastic. All right, now let's throw ourselves into our bed because, you know, it's been a long day, so let's just sleep like a normal human being. Except, of course, we won't be doing that because for some reason V sleeps sideways in their bed. Oh my goodness, I just noticed something horrible. My shotgun didn't load in and now my hand's sticking out in a weird way. Oh, that's not nice. Look at my shadow. Oh dear. Oh no, it's all horrible and weird and limby. Can I aim this? Yes, I can. I can aim my hands. Watch out. I've got hands. Yeah, I know. Run away from my hands. Throw too quickly back and forth your weapons. The shotgun will come in and then disappear from existence. Truly magnificent stuff. You know what, now that we have access to the open world, I think it's about time we make some money. And how about we make infinite money by using the drop point that was designed to sell your miscellaneous gubbins. Now, in order to pull off this exploit, you're going to need very few things. We're starting out with €786 in our account, and by the end of this, we're going to have quite a lot, for we're going to start duplicating an item. And arguably, the cheaper the better. All we're going to need is this single piece of water. It is worth a pitiful $10. Hardly anything to write home about, but we're going to pop it into the machine anyway. And using just real still water, we're going to be able to break the economy. So yes, we sell it and get ourselves $10 amazing. But now, if we are able to press escape and the sell button at the same time, we can break this game's menu. And then after getting the timing correct, you'll get this weird little situation where the UI of the game has slightly bugged. Basically, you'll notice that whilst the UI has partially loaded in, it's at a weird angle. That's because the game has technically got me in the actual escape menu as well as the shop menu at the same time. From here, I'm able to do something pretty silly. I'm able to buy this item. However, because the game is technically paused, the item is never taken out of the shop's inventory. So I'm going to keep on pressing the buy button over and over again. And after 77 or so times, I should have run out of money. I'll also be running out of my poor mouse because the poor guy is going to be absolutely smashed. Oh, don't click the one on the right. I don't have any money for the one on the right, so I can't buy it, but I can buy the water bottles. Anyway, there we go. I think I should have bought enough, so I'll press escape now, and you'll see in the bottom left, it says new item received. And if I check my inventory, yep, I'm down to just $1. How pathetic. But if I check my consumables, I've got 77 lovely, fresh, crispy bits of real still water. Of course, if I were to then sell these items back to the machine, I'm not going to be making any money. It's only worth €10. But this is where crafting comes into the mix, because I can just simply instead disassemble these items. Each real still water breaks down into 5 common components and 2 uncommon components. Those 2 uncommon components are worth €16, and the 8 common components are worth 5 each, combining for a total quantity of this amount of number. Yep, I couldn't be bothered to do the maths in my head, but don't worry, that's what editors are for. And considering each water cost only €10 to buy, that equals a profit of this number. Amazing. Now we need to do is disassemble them. So into our inventory we go, we hold down Z to disassemble, and we disassemble all of them, giving us an amazing amount of loot. So back into the machine we go, and now we can sell our massive stack of uncommon crafting components and common crafting components. Huzzah, I'm now up to $4,000. That's significantly better than where we previously were. So what do we do from here? Well, of course, it's the exact same exploit again, only this time using Cirrus Cola Classic. So I'm just gonna once again smash down the clicking button as I buy an infinite amount of Cirrus Cola. Right, okay, I think that's all of the cola I can possibly buy. Let me quickly check my inventory. Yep, I'm down to just $7, and if I check my backpack, that's 700 colas. This is what the average American's daily consumption of cola looks like. We're about to disassemble the entire thing. And that's now 1,900 crafting components. Amazing, we even leveled up. Our crafting is now up to level 3, which means we could grab Mechanic, which improves the profitability of what we're doing, as we would gain more components when disassembling. Truly incredible stuff. Let's just sell it all. First, we're going to sell 6,000 worth of uncommon crafting components and then 9,000 worth of common crafting components, meaning despite the fact that we've hardly left the tutorial, we're now up to $15,000. Now that's what I call progress. Alright, let's go meet with the Ripper Dog. So away we go with the driving controls. Unfortunately, this is release Cyberpunk, which means the driving controls are actually really bad. They're really like floaty, and they don't feel good at all. Alright, so into the lovely Ripper Doc's land we go.
Had to jack into a client's neuro socket. Think I might have gotten spiked.
and he's going to fix our computer virus. Although computer virus in this case physically means the technology in my body is going wrong. But apparently we can say we can pay once the job's done. We're not going to do that. We're actually going to go and get this man his money. After all, he deserves it. So I'm leaving his Ripper clinic. I'm going back on up to the surface, and I'm going to get this man his money. Oh look, I found some violence. Oh, I can't tell if, yeah, these people are violent. Oh, they are violent. Right, well, let me quickly bring out the shotgun of friendship. And that leaves this person here, standing next to the civilian who's just chilling out. Perfect stuff. I did it. I helped the NCPD solve crime. This gentleman, he's having a great time. Oh, dear sir, you appear to be inside of a bin.
Oh, we get shit done too. Don't you worry.
Okay, I won't worry about you, sir. Right, so after looting some more rubbish off the ground, I believe I should be able to start making enough money to truly break the game. How did this man die? Why is he just T-posing in the road? Does no one care about this? Alright, so over to the drop point we go, where we can now find our craftable nonsense. Perfect, that's now got me up to $35,000. Right, now let's go meet with Victor and actually pay him, which is something he definitely didn't expect us to be able to do. And something that I'm pretty sure most players never thought possible, but with patch 1.0, anything is. Here, I've got the money.
But I'm good for the Eddies anyway.
And all we get is that one line of dialogue. He doesn't seem to care. God, I was expecting some kind of fanfare from the developers for being like, hey, you definitely broke the game, but that's cool. Right, so I can pop on some little bones, I can add some little ballistic compensators onto my hands. Oh yes, and subdermal armor. Yeah, I can just buy armor for $2,000. Why not? Nervous system? Yeah, why not? Let's add in this bad boy that allows us to slow down time whilst dodging. We can upgrade our ocular system, add in a little injector, give ourselves a memory boost, and yep, we are looking pretty swanky. Definitely more upgrades than we're meant to have.
You're the best, Vic. I owe you.
So there we go, we did it, and apparently I said I owe you to Vic. I don't. That's the exact same piece of dialogue as if I didn't have to pay it, but I did. So, you know, I've got to be honest. Vic, you're talking a load of nonsense, mate. Wait, hang on a second. I have the option to pay off my debt. Pay off my debt? I don't have any debt. I already paid the man. He's taken my money. What the heck, game? Okay, I actually can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it. This is so silly. I think the game's also soft-locked. It says I need to talk to him, but I've already talked to him. That should be the end. Okay, it's fine. I'm just going to ignore that mission for now and just we'll see it as ever so slightly bugged. It's entirely possible I'm already soft-locked from the game and I haven't even finished the prologue. But that's just how video game works. All right, out the way, sir. Madam, please, out the way. Actually, I think it's better we do random side quests anyway, as most of you have probably already seen the main story. So I think it's time to fight some crime. So let's quickly help people by stopping this violent crime. Yep, there's this person here. I will bonk you with my shotgun. Right, well, they're finally dead. Our target gentleman whose information we need to grab. And we can grab this woman and... That was a non-lethal takedown, but there's blood everywhere. And her leg don't be looking too good at all. Oh, I just looted this box and that exploded some rubbish bins. I can't even hold the ladder correctly. Sure, why not? What are my hands even holding on to in this situation? Like, where are they? Oh, there's a car on the ground there. And how did he get there? How did he get there? So here we are. We've got the gang just around the corner. Let's just grab all the evidence, have a grenade, and that should be enough. Now we can tidy up the streets a bit by just moving the bodies around. Okay, we didn't quite manage it. Instead, I appear to have created some kind of horrific torture art, but fine, there we go. Oh dear, that's a lot of rubbish. Jesus, there's a huge amount of rubbish. Oh dear, what the? Sorry, what was that game?
A game with trash like you.
Anna, don't do it.
Fuck you, Merc.
Okay, Anna, let's play a game of catch. You catch that. And let me know how it feels, okay? It felt fine, catch that one. And you just shrug that one off. How about this one? Anna, there we go. Was that one good? That one was perfect. Splendid. There we go. That is Anna completely defeated. And she's having a great time. I need to loot her body before her body leaves this environment. So there we go. A splendid police investigation has come to an end. Attention viewer, we have 3 new products fresh from the glorious Spiffco Industries. First, the Spiffco desk mat. Sleek, minimal, and emblazoned with our proud watermark pattern. Smooth enough for your mouse to glide and large enough to build an empire. Cool summer's night, mild winter, a lack of brand loyalty? The Spiffing jumper has you covered on all fronts. Wear it loud and wear it proud. With the large embroidered design, you'll look stylish no matter what the occasion. Just please don't wear it to a funeral, that's a terrible idea. And finally, the Spiffing mug. This 15-ounce titan is the perfect chalice for tea-holding glory, but it might explode if you put coffee in it. So what are you waiting for? Whether you're working, gaming, or exploiting, head on over to spiffing.store and grab yourself a little treat. You deserve it. I feel like this game could have had an entire Judge Dredd themed spin-off where you were just a member of the local police force and your entire gig was running around stopping crime. Okay, here we are. I'm allowed to use force to stop the criminals. Okay, my gun really is not accurate enough for this, but hey, life's gonna find a way. Oh wait, there's loads of enemies near each other and I can use grenades, so that is how life is going to find a way. Right, let me try slowing down time and bam and bam. Lovely, that's one gentleman dealt with. Throw a grenade right there. Please keep running towards it, madam. Why not? That's another individual murdered. Oh, no. I did not mean to climb the ladder. Thank you. Anyway, right, you're going to get finished off. Lovely. Splendid stuff. I'm doing a great job of clearing out this area. However, there are still some enemies over there. I can tell because the scenery and topography can't quite react in a way that could be deemed normal. Oh, wow, look at this little ninja person run around. I mean, unfortunately, you can't wiggle away when I yeet. Oh, she threw, did you see that? She threw the terrain at me. Incredible. Anyway, bonk and, come on, bonk again. No, don't you dodge. Don't you dodge the bonk. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Thank you, you're dead. Lovely. Oh, that's going to blow up. Okay, amazing. I lived. But hey, we got a crafting thing. Nice. Some epic components. Splendid. But most importantly, we made Night City a safer place. Yes, by killing people who were living in the sewers and presumably not causing any problems. Where on earth even am I? The map feels completely empty. Oh, except for the bins. The bins are always active. Look, there's a human being. At least I can test out my brand new weapon on them. So let's see how that goes. There is a police warrant issued. Don't know how. I don't see any way for there to be a police officer. Oh, I see. The police can just teleport behind me. Incredible. And I'm going to miss all of my shots. Amazing. Yeah, it turns out I'm not very good at doing crime, or at least physical crime. Much better at financial crime, as all British people are. So let me just quickly run away from the police. I'm going to sit behind these bins. I think that should probably do the trick.
NCPD,
there we go.
stand down!
I'm standing down, Mr. Police Officer. Can't you see me? I'm crouched down in the bin. What actually happens here? Have I beaten the AI of the game by sitting behind a pile of bin bags? It would indeed appear so. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate way of breaking NPC pathfinding, bin. But this is the kind of riveting combat that you could enjoy on the launch of Cyberpunk 2077. I think if you were someone who played at launch and you experienced what I've experienced here today, so you just completely wrote off the game, I think it's worth actually trying the game out. I think it's in a really solid position, and despite my fondness of Love and Jank, I think it's a better game than this. But hey, at least you could fall into the water pretty happily. So yeah, down into the sea I go. Police can't find me down here. So after this point, the game proceeded to crash, which isn't exactly unexpected. However, upon reloading the save, it crashed again, and again, and again. So I will take this as a sign from the Cyberpunk gods that I should probably update the game and see if I can break it on the newest build. If that's something you want to see, then let me know. But for our journey today in version 1.0, I think it's come to an end. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and a massive thank you to the majestic sausages who are our YouTube members and Patreons. Their generous funding keeps all of this magnificence going. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely day. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.